I think you should just fade up on this time.
Perfect.
Just fade the video up on that before anything else we said. I think that'll work well.
Done.
Yeah.
That's done. Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi.
Welcome to the.
We just started talking. Hello.
We've just started talking, and we certainly weren't talking about anything else. Welcome to the comedy dining experience.
What date is it, Dan?
We are joined by. It's well, what do you want me to do, my David Lynch? Welcome. It is the 17th of October, 2021. I am here with my good friend, Ben, and my other good friend, Triv. And today, we are taking a look at public service announcement movies featuring the roughest, toughest, druggiest things you will ever experience. It is a Sunday. Skies are cloudy, looking slightly foggy. Have a great day.
Now, are you wearing sunglasses while doing that?
Yes. Very much so.
He always wears sunglasses for these, even though it's all audio. No one can see him.
Yeah,
just to get in the zone.
It's always night time when we record. Because it's always night time when we record these, it's already pitch black, so it's just I can't see anything. I'm technically blind, so we make this roll how we can.
Yeah.
Triv, how you doing?
Yeah, not doing too bad. It's actually sunny and about I'm not sure what the Celsius translation would be, but it's about 50 degrees here. So yes.
Ooh, good.
50 degrees Fahrenheit, not Celsius, because that'd be a little warm.
That'd be quite toasty. That'd be.
Yes.
I mean, you could technically cook some food in that temperature. So yeah. So
Well,
that's
you
good.
can cook
that's
food
good.
at 50 if you really try. It's just a matter of, you're gonna just have it be raw. So
Patience.
Just part of the PSA.
Yeah.
So yes, thank you for joining us today. We are going to be
Absolutely.
taking a look at some drugs PSAs. We have the American Genre Film Archive Blu-ray release of Drug Stories Volume 1. It's a very good set. Recommend you go and pick it up. And because it's so long, the total runtime is something like 3 hours and 25 minutes or something absurd like that. I mean, you do get your value for money on this one. We are going to be doing half of it today. So we get the first hour and 40-ish, and we're going to hopefully do a part 2 in the near future.
If we don't get caught up on all the drugs that the PSAs are going to be telling us not to do.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, based on the conversations we've had so far, I am almost certain at least some of us have sampled, so I'm not saying who.
Wow. That's defamatory.
I would say so.
Yeah.
You're going to be here from my lawyers.
It's clearly Ben, though, isn't it? It's clearly Ben. Look at him.
Well, yeah, I can't see him. All I know is he's got a fabulous crown that I have bestowed upon him to outdo your crown.
Thank you. I'm glad that someone took the time to do that. Dan.
Yes.
And now that I feel thoroughly emasculated, let's begin on our journey through drug and alcohol awareness.
Yeah!
Will you be serving alcohol and drugs as a side thing for this, or do we have to provide our own?
It's BYOB. There is an extra B in there somewhere, but we'll figure it out what that means.
No, thank you, Bob Dylan.
So far,
I'm clean living.
A very clean man. So yes, we've got it queued up. We've just hit play all, basically. So if you hit play all on your player, the first thing that you should see is what looks like an ambulance or some kind of white bright light flashing towards you, going down the highway, and we will hit play in 3, 2, 1, and play. I mean, I don't know where he's going, but I really want to go there.
Well, he's suffering from jump cuts.
It's a lovely funkadelic soundtrack, though, wherever he's going. It looks pretty nice. He's got the lights, you've got the light strobing, you've got the sounds, you've got the music.
Hey, there's Ash's arm.
Whoa. Vietnam.
We've got a terminal case of frame missing.
I was going to say he kind of looks like a mannequin there.
I'm kind of digging the music. Where can you get the OST of this film?
So this is Buzzkill and the Mood Vibers. The album is called Don't Listen to This at Parties, and it's available in any good record store, if you can find one.
Buzz Lightyear and the Spacemen. That's what you said. Oh, man.
Yes, it was...
Wow.
Oh, no.
See, this is why you should never wear a handkerchief on your head while driving in the 70s.
If you look in the background there carefully, you could just see the spliff.
Yeah.
Whoa.
This looks like a happening party.
So are the drugs what causing like that terrible dancing?
Yes, I believe that taking drugs causes all parties to become really washed out and dank looking from the looks of things.
Was this edited
true.
on drugs? It's just going all over the place.
I'm just wondering if it was filmed on drugs because that set design is atrocious. It looks like they're in a school gym or something.
How dare you? That's my living room.
Well, your living room is lovely, but your ability to design is atrocious.
I also have the same taste in fashion and hair as a lot of these people.
That's okay. That's coming back. It's vintage.
The director for this short was a Weekend at Bernie's scenario. They basically just sort of propped him in the chair at the start of every shoot, and whenever they did a take, somebody behind him just sort of went, ugh, and that was kind of the symbol for the take's good.
So basically every take.
It's like the War Machines episode 1, this. See Polly
It is, I'm
getting away.
getting very strong Strawberry Alarm Clock vibes.
I don't believe that was an actual thing on the screen.
Oh, it was a fake out. Now we're in a blooming Quaker meeting.
Now we're with Buddy Holly.
And Bob and Marie and Bob and Marie and Marie.
I was going to say, welcome to the first meeting of the most bland people in the world club.
Is this a meeting of the John Birch Society? They're about to denounce the Beatles. They're about to denounce the Beatles as communists. Back in the USSR, man. I'm telling you.
The first annual Milk Toast meeting was a great success. Milk and toast was consumed.
Was invented.
But only the whitest of milk and bread.
Now let's listen to the happy, fun sounds of Pat Boone.
I can't wait for Conway Twitty.
So the poor guy on crutches. So drugs causes someone to be on crutches?
Danger. Taking drugs may lead to disability.
Wearing those glasses and that haircut can lead to someone being on crutches.
Yeah. One thing about that guy, he's got great hair.
Yeah, and he was a paramedic, clearly, so...
Yeah.
Are they comparing taking acid to going to Vietnam?
I don't know what I'm getting.
Possibly?
Okay, now they're just repeating themselves. Did they not have enough footage to go around?
Do you see what I mean? It is very druggy in the sense that there's this weird feeling of dislocation about this film. Like voices just seem to come in and out randomly. We get random cuts to things. We're just sort of drifting around in this foggy, like liminal space. It could also
be inside the Matrix.
It could all be in the drug Matrix, which sounds great.
If we see a black cat repeating itself, we are totally fucked.
We saw a white dog earlier. Does that mean anything?
Probably. Oh.
This is giving me the fear.
He's been listening to They Might Be Giants since 1989. This is a side effect of listening to Flood.
This poor guy is just trying to get comfortable in his bed. Just let him be.
Let him be. Let him be our 60s.
He's having a great time. Quick, stop him.
That's basically it, isn't it? Damn these young people having fun, having lots and lots of exciting sex and dying in Vietnam. That sounds great. I want some of that.
Oh yeah, I want to ride in that car. That's also a thing of
fun.
the 60s and 70s, right? Riding in cars with no visibility.
Painting shit on your car.
Yeah. Having weird
Just
hair.
doing my last will and testament here. It's all musically arranged.
It's Peter Talk.
Oh, well, that was very good. That was very thoughtful of you.
I think that all wills should have a musical accompaniment, you know.
So
dun, 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 dun. For my wife, I leave my car and house. Do, 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 do.
So what they're saying is drop acid and join a very successful folk group. So this is
I like it.
Crosby, Stills and Nash there composing and writing away.
Is he talking about that poor family? They're dangerous? Well, fuck you too, man.
That's not milk in that milk bottle. That baby's
Drinking
LSD.
Baileys?
That baby is injecting himself with dangerous PCP.
So, being that the Tingler focuses a lot on LSD, do you think that's going to come up in this as being a very dangerous thing as well?
Oh, you better believe acid will be raised in this. There's no way they couldn't mention the devil gateway drug that opens your mind.
That's
and
what
lets
they've
you
just
think.
been talking about. That's what they were just talking about LSD. Yeah, a moment ago he just said let's simmer down. I mean, but he didn't simmer up.
No. Here we see a simple Christian family. The daughter, however, has got fake eyelashes on, a sign of a druggie.
Yes.
As an experiment, we fed all but one of them LSD. Just to see what happens.
So are they saying that homework is a gateway drug to LSD?
Yes, if you listen to the Doors, you're going to hell.
Okay. Now who's on LSD, the dad or the kid? Both?
The kid is doing the very hard drugs because his dad unfortunately just wants to keep talking to him about his tire iron.
Oof.
It's got a really weird tone, this. It's basically at the start was saying stuff like, there's nothing wrong with having long hair and listening to Jefferson and Airplane, but then it's going on about how it's bad to have long hair and listen to Jefferson. I don't know, I'm not sure what the song's trying to say. It's all over the shop.
There's nothing wrong with wanting to have long hair, dress unkempt, and listen to Cab Calloway, but think about the results. Think about the dangers.
He's not tucked his shirt in. Druggy.
And the pen
She's
is sticking
wearing-
3/4 of the way out of his pocket.
Her tweed jacket has a rather distinct pattern on it. I don't trust these pattern people.
If she's on acid, that's why it cut into his hair. She's on acid. She's seeing the patterns in his hair and just staring at them for 5 hours. Blonde, black, blonde, black, blonde, black. That one's blonde, that one's black, that one's blonde, that one's black. I don't know. Oh fuck, Jesus is melting.
Is she eating raw meat?
It looks like it.
Well, there's a drug.
Well, not untrue.
So take that, Pop.
Stop listening to commie talk. Those drugs killed her good.
So whose media is worse, the dads or the kids?
Now get off to Vietnam and kill some. You'll have to beat that down.
I am not beeping that. You have dug yourself a hole, Ben.
Can we blame Ben's attitude on LSD?
Yes, we can. Ben has been licking a sugar cube laced with 100 times the normal standard amount of acid since we began this commentary.
No.
In the next 15 minutes, he will take all his clothes off, and then he will slowly dance out of his apartment complex to sacrifice the nearest dog walker he can find.
Too late for that.
No. Does he also have long hair and like sideburns? Because that seems to be another sign.
I mean, that's actually literally true, so yeah.
Yes.
Honey, these shirts aren't done properly. You are clearly on LSD.
I'm going to need this shirt repressing. I've got a Red Sovine concert I got to be at in 20 minutes.
I knocked the stuffing out of his shirt. Why? That's how Americans talk.
I would
Hi,
really,
Triv.
I would really love to see a modern remake of this that just veers off into sort of Petersonian level conspiracy theorist bullshit.
Well, it'd be about the time for it.
You take acid? Do you know what that stuff can do to you? Here, take some amoxicillin straight away. This'll fix it up. Yes, it's a dewormer. Who's ever heard of a dewormer that can't get rid of acid? Oh, you believe in the scientists? Get real.
You couldn't make this. No one takes acid anymore. Everyone's boring.
Yeah.
So this is what I mean. So I think like
He doesn't tuck his shirt in.
You've seen this before, haven't you, Dan? Or have you?
Yes. Yeah, I've watched all of this.
So am
before.
I right in thinking the premise of this is all these people are very anti-hippie, and this guy is trying to be like, no, not all hippies are bad, just the ones who do the devil drugs.
Basically.
Yeah.
It's essentially a parents' evening.
This is essentially Reefer Madness done in the 70s.
Yes.
It's
Only much less dramatic. I have yet to see somebody think that they can fly and jump out of a window.
it's only slightly to the left of Reefer Madness, but then again, that's nothing, is it? I mean, Boris Johnson's slightly left to Reefer Madness.
He's a dude that sits there smoking all the time.
Here's a staple of all these films: the man in the white coat. Let me tell you about all the.
Hello.
Hello, it's me. Bye.
Hello, I'm an actor, but I'm an actor who spent half an hour with a scientist 3 years ago. I'm here to tell you that drugs are really bad. All of them. Paracetamol, cocodamol,
It's okay.
ibuprofen.
How should I know? I've only taken ecstasy once, and I certainly didn't swallow it.
Exactly. That's why my eyes are 100% black. But I do worship Satan. I highly suggest it on a regular basis. Satan and I have a wonderful relationship inside this temple I call a body.
So he clearly puffed.
The only drug your children should be on is Jesus, the greatest drug of all.
He clearly puffed, but he didn't inhale. That's a reference. That's a reference for all you 90s babies out there.
You know what gets me about this shot is there's nothing sciencey in this shot. It looks like they just went into some random office and just sit this guy down and went, okay, start talking.
Nothing sciencey. What were you hoping for, Bill Nye, to pop out?
I was kind of, yeah.
I want those electronic things that just shoot electricity between them that go bzzz.
Oh, Tesla coils, yeah.
Yeah, a couple of bubbling pots and pans in the background. One scientist on fire, just with his finger sort of stroking his chin, going,
The hidden evils.
I want to see a full-on Frankenstein in the background, suspended in water, like in the Hammer horror ones.
In the background, there's just a massive fight breaks out, but he's still just completely sort of stoic, just reading from the cue card. Fire in the background, Frankenstein smashing shit up. He's just the fitness program is an important part of every individual's lifetime.
Oh no, children frolicking. We can't have that.
No! Oh look, marijuana leaves. No, wait, never mind.
Not the frolics.
That is the newest drug on the market, by the way. Oh no, not a herringbone print. A sheer sign of LSD.
They're clearly druggies. Lock them up. Lock them up.
Yep. They're under the age of 45. Lock their asses up.
I'd love to read that pamphlet he had. It panned across the hidden evils of LSD. I bet that makes for fun reading.
I'm up for that.
It makes you dress in weird patterns and colors. Avoid at all costs. Dress as bland as possible.
You'll spend at least 45 minutes stroking an aubergine because the texture makes you see things nicer.
It makes you get into really beads. It makes you get into beads and the band Santana.
Yes. The dangers of LSD, Ben, cannot be overstated. At some point,
No,
you
they
may
can't.
consider buying a Himalayan salt lamp.
Oh no.
And this is some shit we can't be proliferating, because that's where the real evil lies.
I used to own a lava lamp, and I've taken the evil LSD. Does that mean I'm a degenerate hippie?
You're a degenerate hippie communist, and you probably also think that being was okay.
I mean, I was in the film.
You're going to jail.
I was in the film earlier. I was the guy who got out of the flower power car, the mystery machine, or whatever it was. Like
The love bug.
Yoink, Scoob.
Like Zoinks, boy, the dangers of LSD can't be overstated.
Zoinks, it's old man Witherby.
I don't like you kids putting chemicals in your water.
Why is this dog talking? Is he on LSD too?
Oh, you can see the microphone.
Ecstasy.
Did you see that? Could you see the microphone at the top? I did.
I did, yes.
Are you
Yes,
sure
boom
it
in.
wasn't just LSD?
I mean, I am tripping right now, so maybe that's not it, but...
Yeah, you shouldn't be tripping balls while talking about LSD.
No, it gets you really upset when you do that.
I can imagine so. Now, the bigger question, like, is he imagining that he's having this conversation with all these kids, or all the kids imagining that they're having this conversation with this older gent?
Wow, you just broke my
you
brain.
See, this is the thing. The big twist of this PSA is that all of these really white, middle-class suburban people have actually been spiked, and nothing is real. They're all just sat on their own in the room.
It's nothing to get hung about.
Just experiencing this. Yeah.
Strawberry field.
Please tell me their fashions are also a figment of their imagination, because I'm not sure I can take that as being real fashion.
Their fashions are a result of the dangers of not taking LSD.
Well then get me some LSD this second.
Can I get a mix? Can I get half LSD, half Sunny Delight, please?
That would actually make it stop. That's the thing. If you want to, that's what they always used to say. If you wanted to come down quickly off an LSD trip, is to drink orange juice. I don't know why. I don't know if it's to do with citrus or whatever, but apparently that works.
Well, citrus does answer all of the world's problems. If everyone just had citrus, everything would go away and we'd be living in a utopia.
Oh, yeah.
Then,
of course, Big Satsuma got in on the game.
It would be a sunny dystopia. Yeah. Sunny D for dystopia.
Would you rather have sunny dystopia or soda or purple stuff?
I'm up for the purple stuff. I don't know what it is, but I reckon that I'd get through a gallon of it a week easily if I tried it.
I'll have what she's having.
There
we go. This guy's been going on for a long time now. I mean, this is like a full 10 minutes.
Taking acid is linked to having a really chilled out baby. Who'd have thought?
Oh my god. If you take acid, you'll realise that we're all just one subconscious experiencing ourselves subjectively. We can't possibly have that. Burn them.
So you know how they say that J.K. Rowling... You know how they say how J.K. Rowling didn't have any editors when she did The Crimes of Grindelwald? This right here is the PSA version of that. This is completely unedited, just he got on LSD, he wrote down all of his thoughts, typos and all, and this is what we came out with.
He likes the sound of his own voice too much. I mean, who'd do that? Who'd just talk for hours and hours about one thing? That's ridiculous. People who do that are so arrogant, aren't they?
I think he'd like some. I think he needs some ranch with that word salad he's got going on.
Well, like I say, it's purely circumstantial because all of the beige adults we saw at the start of the film actually phased out of existence for being so terminally dull.
I'm sure so.
And this guy didn't.
I mean, that is the normal.
What you don't know about this guy, Ben, is that he actually runs a chain gang behind the scenes. When the filming stops, the party starts.
I'd like to chain his mouth up. Jesus Christ, shut up.
Now, what I've told you here may be true or may be false, but I'm here to tell you it's definitely true.
It's definitely true. Look, I've got a white coat on. I'm telling the truth.
Exactly.
Well, honey, he has a white coat on. How can we deny him? He's clearly right.
He's a scienceman. You sound like a dirty hippie.
I'm still just...
Peace and love, brother.
I'm just trying to figure out what's the actual movies that they're watching and what's actually them, because we've gone into several movies where it's okay, is this the movie or is it the PSA? I'm so confused as to which is which.
Well,
I think I've entered Inception.
Ironically, this was the B feature to The Trip, starring Peter Fonda and Jack Nicholson.
Good to know.
So he actually pulls out in a second and reveals that this video is in fact the PSA. And then that pulls out to a couple of aliens, which turns out that this film is a PSA inside a PSA. And it just goes to infinity.
Wow. So where do we fall into that?
It pulls out on us, and this commentary is actually being listened to by someone else, who's also being listened to by someone else, who's tripping his balls off. It just cuts to him in his bedroom going, "Mate," and then it ends.
Like you get a one frame the end card. It's just done.
The living end.
Nice.
I think this PSA would have been greatly enhanced if it was actually featuring the end of Rocket Attack USA and it just ended with All Out Nuclear Armageddon with a caption saying "We cannot let this be the end."
I like that. I like that a lot.
I mean, if you were on LSD, you might press the wrong button, the button that says don't fire the nukes, and then you press the button that says do fire the nukes. So what the fuck happened there? You tell me?
Damn it, we're screwed either way.
We're screwed either way, so we might as well just trip our absolute bollocks off.
Yeah, I like it.
And then we might enjoy his haircut.
Now, how many times in this has, like, someone of note taken off their glasses to make a very serious point?
Clark Kent over there.
Unfortunately, they're not cool enough to do that. They're that bland. They sit there with the glasses firmly fixed to their face. They actually have it super glued on to avoid them even slightly slipping because they don't want to come across as sarcastic. They're here to make a point.
And they made their point about 20 times over, but it doesn't make the point any better.
Yeah, I have to say, the remainder of this film doesn't live up to the blood and guts of the intro. It had quite an exciting, trippy intro with the Yardbirds playing in some fucking den, in some crack den, and the guy in Vietnam for some reason, and in the back of the ambulance, and then the rest of it is just people in rooms going, now let me tell you, if you take acid, you turn into a hot dog, and blah, 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 blah.
Now the question remains, all these people at the end, because I'm assuming that they're getting ready to finish up, are these people on LSD, or are these people not on LSD? I can't tell.
Well, this is the thing. The PSA wants you to guess whether they are or not. The answer is that they're all high on life.
If they were on LSD, this film would be about 5 hours long. Because it'd just be, he'd start talking, he'd go, now the thing about LSD is that curtain's really yellow, isn't it? That curtain is really yellow. Is it? Look at the curtain. How yellow is it? Wow. Oh my God. It is
really
yellow. And then cut to 5 hours later. But how can it be yellow and a curtain? Where do colours come from? And what is it? Who came up with them? What is a colour? They'd just be that for 9 hours.
The cast and crew of this PSA were largely made up of teenagers and young adults. I call bullshit on that because the average age of the people on this film was 89.
Yeah, the Stains.
Yes, agreed.
I can't wait to get the new LP by the Stains.
Their new album, LSD and Other Boredoms, is available in shops now.
The new album, fucking hell, our band name is unfortunate, is out now.
Their new album, White Stain's Dirty Mind, is available now.
This original idea from Fran Burford is not really all that original, and you really should not pay attention to her.
What I do like, though, is that the end of every one of these cards looks a bit like a Belle and Sebastian album, which is quite nice.
It's in my head now.
Any persons depicted in this movie, living or dead, is completely coincidental.
What it does to me.
Any drugs mentioned in this are fictitious and clearly coincidental.
Please don't play this to anyone, ever.
Yes.
Burn after reading.
Yes.
Oh, great. Sid Davis.
Oh,
the Sid Davis?
That's Sid Davis.
No, that other Sid Davis.
Oh, right.
Get me the bottle and get me the throttle.
Ooh. This one's about wearing seatbelts.
This one's about the dangers of naughty driving. Ben, have you ever done any naughty driving?
Let me guess, this is an anti-smoking one. Am I right? Yeah, I'm right.
Yes. Yes.
I was just going to say the enjoyment of... I thought it was just the enjoyment of people laying out in the middle of the street.
Because they're all tripping.
It's just a public awareness. Hey, have you ever lay down in the middle of the road and just taken in the sky? Do it. It's really good.
This tarmac is so tarmacy. It's unbelievable, man. Oh, shit.
Oh, man. How do they make tar that mac?
My dad says the government do it. What? No, they don't.
No, it's true. I saw one of them in a business suit scraping asphalt across the 500 the other day.
Here's my version of that PSA that we just watched, and it's going to be much, much shorter and succinctly. Don't take LSD, otherwise you'll have the most tedious conversations of your fucking life. There you go.
Yes,
that's
with
the
people that are more bland.
That's the reason not to take it.
It's a good reason not to take it.
Yeah.
I mean, just the chance to not talk to people who are bland, the best thing in the world.
Is that hearse or an
you
ice
only
cream
had
van?
6 Jaeger bombs before you set off.
So do you think there was like one guy that did all these PSA voiceovers?
He was milk.
The Don LaFontaine of PSA voiceovers.
Just a plane comes ahead while they're doing that.
Oh, cool. We get like a show. This is an actual show. Nice animation and stuff.
Yeah, that ass is on fire.
Your ass is on fire. A short beer.
Yeah, that's not nice to call a beer short. It's a challenge.
Or a long beer. Or a big beer. Or a small beer.
Exactly.
Or a beer of any shape.
It's
Hey, you know what? It's not the size of the beer, it's how it satisfies you.
A tiny beer.
It's spiritually challenged.
Tall beer. A big beer. A small.
That's the best pun I'm coming up with for the day. I'm not doing any better than that.
What the fuck is going on?
Tiny beer.
Look.
Drinking radiation is incredibly dangerous.
Yes.
This man has drunk 3 units of radiation, and as you can see, he's positively electric.
Look around you.
Well, is this how the Hulk became the Hulk?
He sounds drunk doing the voiceover. It depresses the inhibitor of...
What happened to his hands? Why does he not have hands?
He drank them off.
He got them chopped off because he drank too much.
That seems a little harsh, but what do I know, I guess.
It's a fair punishment, alcoholic. Hands get chopped off.
Yeah.
Same with people who speed. People who speed, feet get chopped off. Can't press the accelerator.
It's like a medieval punishment you're doling out. You rode a grey horse into town on a Wednesday. That's your toes gone.
Oh no!
God, what a killjoy, man! Just lighten up. I've only had 10 vodkas. Come on, it's not a lot. Jesus Christ, what a killjoy!
He was just way too eager to get down to the Chattahoochee.
Well,
I hear it's hotter than a hoochie coochie. So
Come on,
okay, you just wanted to say Chattahoochee, didn't you?
yeah, I did. I hold my hands up. It's a fun word to say. Who doesn't want
Is
to
it
say
like
Chattahoochee?
titty? It makes you smile when you say it?
Yeah. Especially if you put a little southern lilt on it, you know, Chattahoochee.
Chattahoochee.
Nice. Chattahoochee.
Speaking of hoochies.
See, that bottle right there that guy's using is actually 3/4 water, so even though he had like 10 drinks, he only actually had 1 shot in those 10 drinks.
That's how they get you at these posh bars. That's why I only ever drink at home, alone, in the dark, with my record player
That's
on.
the thing, he deliberately wanted to murder those children. He just blamed it on drink afterwards to try and get a lower sentence.
Yeah. He had a vendetta against them because they let their dog poop in his yard.
How bad does it have to be that you run over 2 kids and you're like, I'm drunk, test me. Well, your alcohol level's low. I tell you I'm pissed.
You say this with some degree of level of experience and recollection, Dan.
Luke, it was a mercy killing. I was told those children would both grow up to be Hitler, so...
The murder of children, now in Panavision.
I saw a great one the other day. I was reviewing a film called Swamp Women, and it was shot in wide vision.
Better than titty vision.
Just love the idea of, Swamp Women, I hope it's presented in wide vision.
If it's in Technicolor, screw that.
This film was shot with cameras.
Ooh, that's quite amazing. Oh, he's going 26 in a 25 zone.
Take him out. Go, 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 go.
Okay, seriously, they have this one animation and they think that it's the greatest thing since sliced bread, so they keep showing us.
I feel like this kind of footage would have been recycled into one of those 90s music videos that used like 20s and 30s sort of Fleischer cartoons to sort of
Boards of Canada would
animate
be all,
music.
Boards of Canada would be all over something like this.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
4% alcohol. If only I had 4% in my blood. Sorry.
So that car had 0.5% alcohol in its blood? Wow. I never knew that alcohol had that much effect on a car.
Christine 2 is weird.
It is very strange.
That's why we have a petrol shortage at the moment in this country. No one's using it anymore. They just use booze.
One for you, one for me. One for you, one for me.
Here you go, sir, your milk.
I said I wanted it over easy. This is room temperature.
That is a very red room. Do you suppose all the sex implements are at the back?
It's the red room.
It's actually an extension on the Black Lodge. When they've done all the backwards talk, they head into the 70s bar for a double cream, seemingly.
Oof.
Come quickly to the murder room.
Oh, I can't finish, man. It's too much. I'm only paying for what I drank.
Wow, what a lush.
Man, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just saying this guy can't handle his cream.
I'm just looking at the fact that it's still daytime out. It's probably like noon, and he's leaving the bar like toasted now.
I tell you what, his line manager is going to have some serious words for him at his next 1-to-1.
Yep. Wow, that was as realistic as something that James Nguyen would do.
They killed Mr. Bean.
Okay,
his secret will never be told.
I want to point out that they're drinking Hams, which is a super cheap kind of beer over here in the States that has like very low alcohol count. You'd have to drink 12 of them. Oh, and they got Schlitz too. Oh God, we're in trouble.
And Budweiser, the official drink of pissing.
Oh, it tastes like piss.
We had the same thought.
Hey guys, we gotta go take a leak together.
We've had 2 hams, we're going to go drive home. Don't, it's not safe. You've only got 2% alcohol in your body right now.
It actually removed alcohol from your body.
I wonder what these people would make of absinthe.
If this was an Australian PSA, there would be blood and guts everywhere by now. There'd be just like arms strewn across the road.
There'd be a guy with a folk guitar playing out some hits.
Yeah. And they've got probably the best tagline of any PIF PSA, which is, if you drink then drive, you're a bloody idiot. Which is the most Australian thing ever.
Oh no!
He's a danger to
bloody
himself
idiot.
and others. You know what? This is as realistic as anything that James Nguyen has shot.
It's not far off. It's not far off.
If this happened to you... Not those beach
Look at
party
all the
bums.
blood. I mean, my God.
This looks like an absolute crime scene.
Yep, clearly.
Guys,
Look.
How are they going to get those skid marks out? I'm telling you, it's...
They'll get the Stains in to do a musical number.
Most of the time you have to use a lot of bleach and scrub really, really well.
You know, I never thought that the band who scored Things should have ever got a gig more, but I reckon they could have done really good justice here.
Yeah.
He looked like the lead singer from the band Cake.
Mm.
And he's arresting Beck Hansen there for killing the children. Another Scientologist.
Oh. By West Covina, a place known for really random, really fakey hit and runs.
Bloody West Covina.
West Covina? That's worse than East Covina.
Well, I really hope we see more of that Sid Davis in future.
Sid Davis, you're a monster.
So too. Oh no. It's a National Mental Health Institute. We're screwed.
This is a film. This is a film from the Ministry of Love.
Oh, it was written by the Design Center Incorporated.
Remember, freedom is slavery.
Remember, know your place.
War is peace, ignorance is strength.
It's corngrass.
Is this the one you were talking about before?
Yes, this is the Alice in Wonderland weird trippy bollocks.
Yeah,
one.
I saw this a long time ago. This one.
It's nice to see it in high def, though.
Oh yeah, it totally improves the experience.
What do you mean high def? All the scratches and shit are still on it. It's not high def.
Yes. Yeah, just because it's got the scratches on it doesn't mean it's in high def. This is a 1080p scan from a 2K print, my friend.
Good and better.
Oh yeah.
I want it remastered from the original footage, the original 70mm film, damn it.
That's what it is.
It's not.
This is the dangers of hand lotion right here.
Did Terry Gilliam do this?
It's kind of what it feels like, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. All the Reese's Pieces I can eat. Oh, brilliant. All the Reese's Pieces I can smoke.
I was going to say candy cigarettes. Fuck yes.
Dan's not had his tea. He's got Reese's on the brain.
Oh, brilliant. All the Reese's Pieces I can drink.
Yes.
I need you to show me on the doll where the Reese's Pieces hurt you.
You see, I'm a particularly dim and stupid child, so I think cigarettes and alcohol are like medicine.
Hey, they had candy cigarettes when I was a kid, so...
Still now, don't they?
Oh, same here. Same here.
Yeah, this is totally Terry Gilliam. Ah, weed.
It really is, isn't it? It's giving me the fear. It's even got the little cutout. I'd be very curious to see what year this was made, because if it was like post like 68, 69, I'd say it was blatantly copying him, like his style.
I think it was early 70s. I'm pretty sure.
I'm on it.
Because we covered this in Cool. Okay, what's with the really low...
1971.
Yeah,
oh,
so
well,
I would say this is very blatantly copying like the Terry Gilliam Python cartoons, like down to the fucking cutout animation and all the little jerky stuff. And
yeah, agreed.
He should sue. Retrospectively sue.
Yeah. Oh god, that's such a creepy shot. What's going on? She's eating herself?
Ooh.
I opened my mouth and a smaller version of me climbed inside.
This is the druggiest one yet.
Deleted Kenny Rogers lyrics from I just got in to see what position my position was in.
Condition. Not position, you deviant.
Ben, what happens between me and Kenny Rogers is strictly NDA'd. I know he's dead. I'm going to
call it that.
That's why it's NDA'd.
I'm going to call it that from now on. What position my position was in. Whoa. She's in the sky with diamonds, man.
Okay. Yeah. That dress is disconcerting to me. It's really freaking me out, and I don't know why.
Of all the mad shit that's happening, the dress is the scary thing, yes?
Yes, it is.
That's the tipping point.
It's the least noticeable thing, but it's the most noticeable thing, and it's really freaking me out.
I think it's is it Judge Doom from Who Framed Roger Rabbit? I think it's that syndrome where when you paint on real life things with sort of cartoon animation, it instantly becomes Uncanny Valley and therefore much more terrifying.
I would agree with that.
It doesn't help either that
it's got a bit of a Jan Svankmajer. I was just going to say it's got a bit of a Jan Svankmajer sort of thing going on, all the stop motion-y stuff.
It has, yeah. I mean, another thing I suppose doesn't really help this is that all of the animations of the rabbit and the cat and the Mad Hatter and things like that are absolutely terrifying.
Fucking
yes, they
creepy
are.
As fuck.
Like,
yeah.
That's the most terrifying Cheshire Cat I've ever seen. And I did a whole series of these on another channel, like talking about weird Alice in Wonderland things. This is the most terrifying.
Did you talk about the Svankmajer one? That's my favourite.
I don't... Oh, is that... Yeah, I think we covered that one.
Yeah, that's the one where it's like it's all stop motion. The little girl goes in and they wrap her up in like nettles and shit.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh, the poor caterpillar.
Incense of peppermints.
If this was a missing film, it would easily be a creepypasta.
Oh, 100%.
To be a creepypasta, you'd have to have a thing of like, I bought this at a garage sale from an old man who disappeared. And then...
Who was almost entirely made up of stop motion.
And then the caterpillar came through the screen and ate my dad and a skeleton popped out at the end.
And there was blood.
So that's the Grinch getting stoned off his tits there, by the looks of it.
Oof.
And as he smoked the joint...
I don't know what this film is...
His heart grew 3 times that day. As he got blitzed off his tits.
Everywhere in Hempville.
Hempville.
Oh, yes. I don't know what this film's trying to tell me. All it's really telling me is that I should really go and raid my parents' medicine cabinet and just see what happens.
I think you totally should. It's either going to do nothing or you're going to end up on cloud 9, 10, and 11, I guess.
That's the
ironic. Having a really good time.
That's the ironic lesson, isn't it? If you take your parents' medication, you're going to go to a crazy cartoon world where you meet lots of wacky, fun people.
Right, where there's lots of shrooms in the background and really terrible terrible backgrounds that you probably could have done as a 5-year-old.
And you get to fly around.
And walk really strangely.
Whoa. Time for death.
Ah.
Oh, look, it's a sleep paralysis demon.
Oh, brilliant. Just what I wanted. That is going to be my sleep paralysis demon going forward now. I hope you realise.
That fucking Cheshire Cat abomination that needs to die.
I'm glad I'm not responsible for it for once.
Now, Triv, this time you get off easy.
Oh, thank God.
Friends.
I normally cause them, so I'm grateful for once I don't. Don't point that at me. I didn't do nothing, I swear.
Don't worry, it's entirely filled with pizza grease.
Oh, well, that doesn't make me feel any better, really.
Well, no, but...
This reminds me of Ralph Bakshi. Like Fritz the Cat type thing.
True. It kind of does, actually.
Oh no, it's the Fourth Doctor intro. The biggest crime of all.
I know this. I'll be the first to say the cliche thing to say about this, but this probably would be very good watched on drugs.
Oh yeah,
I think so.
Oh my Jesus!
Okay,
Boris Johnson.
Jesus Christ!
The March Hare has seen some shit.
Long drawn out Mickey.
I got rejected from Disney 16 times. Hopefully the 17th will be my chance.
He keeps beating off, and that's not a good thing.
No.
God, this is great. Gerald Scarfe, the guy did the animation for Pink Floyd The Wall. He did a cartoon called Long Drawn Out Trip that was very similar to this, where it was like Mickey Mouse getting stoned. It was just really great. His nightmare eyes kind of reminded me of that.
Yeah, they're definitely nightmare eyes. Oh, did you notice all the pills like in the teacup and stuff? I didn't notice that before.
Oh shit, yeah.
Because this film
that seems more like a late afternoon thing.
Because this film is incredibly subtle in its anti-drug message.
Yeah.
Oh God, it's Prime Minister Boris Johnson.
Oh my God, it totally is. Oh, it could also be Trump.
Could well be.
Could be both of them. They've been merged down into
Mr.
one
Mouse?
person. Why is he
What's
disco
wrong,
dancing?
Mr. Mouse? That's a good point. It's because it's the 70s and everything's in.
Yeah.
What's wrong, Mr. Mouse? You haven't touched any of your barbiturates. Oh God.
Uh-oh. He had a Viagra.
Dynamite!
I don't think he's really like checking out how much he's actually should take. Oh great, another LSD trip.
If you're listening, it's Yellow Submarine now.
I was going to say, this really needs a dose of the Porpoise song.
Yeah.
Oh, she said Wonderland. Okay, we're officially in Alice in Wonderland. This isn't like some weird like off-brand thing that has nothing to do with Alice in Wonderland.
Perfect. I'm sure that when Lewis Carroll wrote... I'm pretty sure when Lewis Carroll wrote the original, this was the exact vision he had in mind.
Well, I thought so too.
There's no copyright on Alice in Wonderland, is there? So anyone could just do shit like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've seen... I mean, I watched that video Triv was in a while ago, and yeah, they really go to town on that public domain thing. It gets bad enough that it makes me wish that public domain wasn't a thing. That's saying something.
There's even one that covers like labeling laws in the UK called Alice in Brandland or something like that.
Oh God. Jeez.
Ah,
That's a slow day in the office if ever there was one.
yeah. At this point, they didn't know how to end it, so they just kind of threw everything at it.
Oh no, they've got Dudley Simpson back on the synths.
Oh no.
I am Cornholio.
Oh no, my cat thought I was dead and has started to eat me.
I need LSD for my bunghole.
She's coming down now. Oh fuck me, mate.
Do you have piccata?
Tibbles, you gotta get some of that shit again, man. Oh.
Let's go for a drive and kill young mother and kids.
Stick the Stains album on.
Wow, this book sucks ass. I'm never reading another book again.
I'm just really glad she didn't read Lord of the Flies.
Oh, man. I'm glad you didn't say see Sallow.
Yeah.
We were somewhere in West Corvina, on the edge of the desert, when the drugs began to take hold.
So I'm just wondering, all the photos that they had of her, can you imagine them saying, okay, now move your foot just a little bit to the side. Okay, now look up and point. Okay, keep looking. Okay, we're going to go low shot on you so we can get this big crazy dress. Okay, good.
And cut. Perfect. We only did one take. What do you mean one take? It was perfect.
Lewis Carroll would be proud. This is a PSA. This is a PSA against cities and how we should bomb them all.
I was going to say against trolleys.
Cities, do you live in one? Get out now while there's still time.
Keep them out.
Do you wear sunglasses? Do you have crazy hair? Is someone working on your neckerchief at this moment? Tell them to fuck off and get the hell away from you.
The Haight-Ashbury.
Good to see,
That's where Charlie Manson lived.
The distant drummer. I can hear him.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, a movable
Come
scene.
closer.
Hell yeah.
This scene moves.
Better than an unmovable.
Good to see John Lennon there.
Yeah.
Good to see John Lennon there. Good to see John Lennon there.
So are they actually on Adbury Road in this one, or?
No, they're in the Haight-Ashbury district. That's where the Charlie Manson people lived.
Yes, that's where a lot of people lived. But mainly Charlie Manson.
A lot of people.
One of the reasons we need to outlaw cities.
Where a lot of people lived and caught VD extensively. Nearly everyone.
And they
Nearly
wear
all.
beads. Yes.
Whether they call it peanuts, lockerfoot, greenback, smelly feet, jump up, sit down.
Purple Nurple.
Green haze, white haze, Isaac haze.
Green eggs and ham. Splink. Noel's house party. You
Black
name
Betty.
it. Mr. Blobby.
Bamalam.
The Schneider cut.
Combining it with alcohol is known as taking a Mario and Luigi.
Taking it with alcohol and LSD is a Mario or a Luigi, but not the two together. Because that's something completely different.
So is this about the devil?
That pork.
This is about the devil weed.
No, this is actually live footage from Jonestown.
Oh, shit.
Oh shit, there's the Kool-Aid.
But that's a lot of white.
Don't take the brown
These two
acid.
people both believe that they're horses.
The brown acid is not good. Do not take it.
Do not take the dark orange acid. You want to avoid the brown acid as well.
Oh, but it tastes like Sunny Delight.
The combination of red and yellow acid darkened is also a bad choice.
You can lighten your acid by putting it in a gentle wash.
But do not bleach.
No. That is known as taking a Mario and Bowser. You will lose a life.
This is more like an advert for LSD as opposed to against it.
It is. It looks like a really happening time.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of fun. I mean, anytime you've got 3 bongos going on, automatically a good time.
I'm game.
Bongos equals
And
good time.
that's a hippie. Weirdly not a hippie, also a hippie. Oh, total bunch of hippies. Dickinson Plaza, known for its hippies.
See, this is the problem. They've just spent like 20 minutes telling us that all the hippies are long-haired, sort of beardy weirdos.
Layabouts.
And everybody I've seen so far actually looks all right, apart from this man, who clearly looks unwell.
And he looks like he's going to a rave.
He looks fantastic.
That's what my hair looks like when I get up in the morning. Does that mean I'm on LSD when I wake up?
Yes. You actually self-metabolize. It's quite impressive.
Ah, well, I try.
The crazy world of Dan. Fire.
I get my kicks from liquefying on a hot fork.
Not the needles.
See, I prefer the spork, but unfortunately you have to be quick.
Yeah, that's true. See, now you shoot that directly into your eyeball and you're good to go.
Why is he shooting salt into his arm? I mean, that's not going to do anything.
Why is he doing it with a baby's dummy?
My first heroin needle. You get them from the Early Learning Centre, don't you? My first heroin kit.
Fisher Price.
Fisher Price.
First heroin.
Well, that person right there is actually only about 3 months old. The heroin made them grow up incredibly quick.
Oh, wow.
Just a perfect day.
Like scanners.
Drink sangria in the park. It was just like, man, it was just, man, what do you say? It's just like it was just with it, man, and yeah.
Hey, those curtains are really yellow.
She strikes me as just really bored more than high on anything.
That's pretty much, that's a very good apt sort of way of what it's like when you're really high. Bored. So yeah, just like, man, it's just like what it is, and what do? You go there, what do you do there? I don't know, man, what do you say? Great.
I'm hungry, let's get a cheeseburger.
You are a cheeseburger. Ow.
Who gets high and goes to Oregon?
Well, that is the place to go, I guess.
Plenty of cows to tip, I'm sure.
Oh yeah. Well, I suppose so. Yeah. This is the ghetto, by the way.
In the ghetto.
Oh, cool.
In the ghetto.
Is it bad that the ghetto looks nicer than where we live over here?
Oh, it looks nicer than where I live too. Apparently, ghettos back in the day were just nicer.
The mean urban streets of California.
I try not to set foot there.
What's this dweeb talking about?
He needs to loosen up, man.
I just like being mean to people.
Taking a spliff.
I just like being mean to people who are likely dead now.
Well, how dare he wear sensible socks and shoes?
Fuck him. Pig.
Oh man, it's the man.
It's the man.
Oh no.
Watch out for the man.
Man always trying to ruin our time.
It's a man-woman, man.
Oh man.
Y'all are trampling on our grass. We have a real issue with this. Please disperse. If you stay, we will arrest you for grass homicide.
We will be releasing the tear gas shortly. Please note, this is not a hallucinogenic.
The sad thing is I'd have easily been here if I was alive at the time. Easily.
We wouldn't be doing commentaries.
Well,
time would be too short
because there'd be no such thing as the internet, so that would be quite difficult.
We'd be doing the Daniel Johnston thing of recording reel-to-reel commentaries, just handing them to people to take into cinemas to watch whilst with the 8-track.
You'd probably take enough drugs to have the same mental capabilities as Daniel Johnston.
Yeah, they sneak in a recorder, but the recorder is like 15, 20 pounds.
Yes. 2 rucksacks on, one for the power pack and one for the... They take it in, they hook it up, they hit play, clunk, clunk. It takes... Can never get it perfectly synced, it drifts in and out.
And that's not even the satchel they have for the snacks.
Please turn commentary over now to side B.
Side B. So yeah, then I was talking about drugs, it was great.
Whoa, I like his look.
Yep.
Hell's Angels leather shit going on.
Early BDSM.
This is actually the early group of Apple Incorporated.
I can see that. I was going to say they were the latest crop of seminarians that were going on to be Catholic priests.
Makes sense.
Oh, are these actually...
Makes sense. That definitely makes sense now that you mentioned the Catholics.
Oh, these are Hell's Angels, aren't they? or some kind of bikers.
Yeah, they're biker doing Nazi salutes.
The one guy has it on the back, but I can't see what it says.
Oh no, they wouldn't be Hell's Angels because they weren't Nazis.
Yeah, true.
Oh, you guys had boots over there?
Apparently so. I didn't know that.
The Hell's Angels weren't Nazis.
Maybe that's why.
They were just murderers.
Oh, we were in London now.
Oh, brilliant. Familiarity. I bet it's us.
Hey,
Damn it.
They're crediting the UK with the birth of the hippie. I'm not sure that's entirely accurate, but whatever.
Damn you fucking Brits, I tell you, I don't know what to do with you.
It's because of those beat-alls.
The Beatles, yeah.
I was going to blame the tea, but okay.
Our version of Psychedelia was a lot nicer and cuddlier than the American version. We were less into murdering Sharon Tate. We were just into...
Hey, that was only one small branch. I don't call you out for having bad teeth, so let's lay off the... We didn't all kill Sharon Tate. It was just like one or two people.
I'm not saying they all did. Just you, Triv.
Oh, well... Well, you know what? The bitch had it coming.
Okay, I'm going to rumble you now, Triv. I am sorry. Yes, Triv was the Zodiac Killer. Yes, she was also the Limburg baby. And yes, she also may or may not have led to the creation of the atom bomb. But in her defense, she was also trying to maintain a theater at the time, and these things just run out of control.
Well, one is such a slippery slope to the rest of them. I couldn't help myself,
Mr.
and
Bomb.
I apologize for lashing out about teeth. That was unheard. That was that was not very kind of me, and I apologize because
It's okay. We know we have bad teeth.
Don't apologise to me. Apologise to the fans.
I'm sorry,
All four of
fans.
them.
Please forgive me. My teeth aren't that great either, and I'm from the States. I also killed several people as a Zodiac Killer, and I was also kidnapped as a Limburg baby, and I may or may not have founded the atom bomb. And I also farted one time at an inauguration for Trump, which caused there to be less people to show up.
I mean, my teeth are fucked from all the weed I smoke, so apart from that, that's... So it's quite ironic, really, in a sense. Well, I don't know if it's ironic, just more unfortunate.
Well, I think you've paid penance enough. We'll leave the ivermectin stuff for next time.
Okay.
But, yeah. This sounds like a happening cafe.
Yeah, very much so. There was someone petting their pussy.
It's less of a PSA, this. It's more of a sort of like... It's more like a newsreel. Like the old newsreels you used to get about, life on the march, that type of thing.
Yeah, it's more of a who's who of the drug trade, really.
Yeah.
I mean, in the wrong hands, this basically just shows you where all the good times are happening, so...
Hey, they were right in the middle of San Francisco in the 60s. They could have got up with... they could have met old Charlie and he could have been like, let me tell you, man, it's all in the vibrations in the air. They're the ones to do this. The vibrations in the trees and the forest and the ground. And that's my Charlie Manson impression.
There's still a lot of people that believe in vibrations today. It's called 5G. Hey, there's a monkey. Is he on drugs?
They're all on drugs. Everyone
okay.
in this room is on drugs. Even I am on drugs.
I'm not sure if that guy with the mustache is on drugs. I think he just likes to be part of the group.
Was this when the CIA were just pumping drugs into every animal they could find? Monkey, elephant, spiders.
That's pretty much my thought, yeah.
We gave this monkey 400 tabs of acid. What happens next will scare you.
They did. They did give a monkey acid. I can't remember. I think... That looks exactly like me. On the left.
Aw, you're adorable. He's playing a harmonica and he's so good at it he's smoking.
They're just enjoying it, man.
He set that harmonica on fire, he did. What was his last words? Put me out! Oh, yeah.
Kind of heartbreaking.
If you go there today to that exact location, they're still there.
Wow, and they still look the same age. Because they did actually find Shangri-La. Did we not have this guy in the first PSA? It looks exactly the same.
He's getting his money's worth.
Looks similar.
Mm-hmm.
The Reverend Mason Gammonham.
The Reverend Bert Burkitson Burf. The fourth.
Hey, look,
look at this. It's a man with a flower in his head.
I was going to say, they look like modern-day Hare Krishnas.
When did they bring in Joe Cocker on?
These are Hare Krishnas, from what I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought they all shaved their heads, or at least they did in Airplane.
The Tibetan ones do. But I think we the hippies are just too cool for that. Too cool for school.
Oh, yeah.
The fact that of all the Hare Krishnas you could have referenced the Airplane ones.
Is that still a thing in America? Or Hare Krishnas hanging out at airports?
I've not seen them, but I haven't been to the West Coast, so I cannot confirm or deny that.
See here in Manchester,
they are still around in some way.
From the first one.
We just have Jehovah's Witnesses just hanging around in where I live, just handing out leaflets. Yeah, they don't say anything. They're like mannequins. They just stand there like statues. I don't know what they expect us to do. Grab them from their hands or what.
Well, they are so indoctrinated that they are basically mannequins.
Basically, yeah.
Easiest thing to do: walk up to them, smile, take a pamphlet off them, cradle their bollocks, walk away.
It's all part of God's plan.
Okay, so this music. Yeah, exactly. This music with an ambulance going in, is that really appropriate?
If anything, I think that they should do more of it.
Yeah, true. The juxtaposition is what throws you off.
The idea is to create confusion, and the confusion leads to anger, and the anger leads to resentment to drugs. Job
yes,
done.
Exactly. Unless it doesn't.
Why, I know a small child who a few years ago took 2 paracetamol with a glass of water, and he turned out fine, but it could have got pretty nasty. So be careful around the drugs there.
This guy took the red acid, the blue acid, and the green acid. He's now our governor.
Is that the South explained?
Yes.
Guys, he's a speed head, an acid head, a meth head, a Bond head, a Hobbit head,
film head,
a radio head, a head brackets 1968.
Oh yeah, I fucking love weed.
I thought that was the Reverend at first.
It would have been awesome.
You know what? This shit isn't so bad.
Yes.
I'm gonna make this scientist my head of partying down.
You must take it. You must take it. Oh, keep.
No, thank you. I want a couple of cold cuts before I have one of these. I gotta make myself a sandwich, man.
That's Dan there's the girl, the sensible one. I don't need drugs. I like to stay in control.
Why are their hairs growing out of the bottom of the screen?
It's because the film is slowly growing mold because it's that bored.
It's that old.
Ah, good to know. Dude, we're over here.
Why do you have got so many British people in this American PSA?
I don't know.
Because we invented the psychedelic things, apparently.
Yes. Well, and this guy is on... He's freaking out at this moment. You can tell by his face.
He was an extra in Beyond the Valley of the Dolls.
Oh! He kind of looks like Michael Caine a little bit.
I can see it.
I mean, we all die. You can say that everything leads to eventual death, can't you? Because death is eventual by its definition. No one's immortal.
That is true.
Me eating
I don't know, Ben. I've got pretty good odds.
Me eating spaghetti will lead to eventual death because it's... Oh my god, it's the same guy!
Yeah, that's what I said. Is that the scientist from the first one?
That guy is, yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. He was getting around a bit, wasn't he? What a whore.
He was.
What a cam...
He just really likes talking about drugs.
What a cam whore.
He just stops midway through his speech going, thanks K25 for the bits and the subs.
I like to think that they didn't plan to have him there. They were just filming another guy, and then he just pops up. The thing about LSD is it's really bad. And, wait, who are you?
Just trust me. I've got the white coat. You can trust my judgment implicitly.
We've warned you once, Bud Brookinson. We've got a restraining order against you.
Why do they keep going back to this shot? They're like, oh, this is the epitome of hippie culture right here.
Looks great.
It's not far off. You see, if you take drugs, you might become a hitchhiker or worse, go to college.
No!
Hey, look, it's Lewis from Revenge of the Nerds.
Don't take those drugs and live on the street. Get a uniform on. Get to Vietnam. Shoot some hippie. Shoot some. That's the future.
Ben, you have got a real fixation about sending these kids to Vietnam. What is going on up there?
Well, the thing's down. LSD
that
is.
too.
If you take LSD, you turn into a pig, right?
Oh, there's the damn trolley again.
Oink.
Narrated by Robert Mitchum? Holy crap.
Yeah.
Cuddy.
Celebrity.
Yes. Weirdly, that trolley is advertising drugs as we speak.
Oh, yeah.
Get me Mr. Templeton.
Fancy some cutty?
So they're talking about drugs, but then they show shots of bars.
Yes.
Alcohol's not a drug, it's a drink.
Okay.
I cannot stress the hypocrisy of the drugs system of both the UK and America in the last
And the world?
70 to 80
maybe?
years.
Yeah.
I don't know, there's some pretty cool places.
Like
I
Lithuania.
don't know, the desert's alright. Oh god, it's Mission Impossible. The one they didn't want you to see.
Yeah, exactly.
Copyright. Music.
Oh god, they're gonna have a horse and or a dog and pony show. Oh no.
And I'll let you know as soon as we figure out what on earth is happening, I'll let you know.
Okay. We're in Mexico. Alright, get the fat ass out of the pool. Make sure to keep the towel on his head. You know, maybe this is a prequel to Weekend at Bernie's.
There's a mannequin. Oh, my pool. Where's the car?
You know what? It's surprising. Like this is quite elaborate to deliver a sex doll.
Realest thing you've ever seen.
For some reason, this reminds me of the Oozing Skull.
Yeah, it's got that kind of quick, cutty, nonsensical nature.
Yeah.
They're getting the drugs
Hey,
off.
we're entering the U.S.
That's the only sign
Yeah.
that they have when you go into America. Just that little ditty sign. Now in America land.
What? How did we get here?
Guys, I'm so confused. Is it the drugs? Have I taken too many?
See, the problem is I don't even know if this is a drugs one. This might be an alcohol one. Oh no, they've just killed that man.
I think it's a woman, actually.
They just killed that woman.
Oh, they're talking drug smuggling.
It was a fake woman.
Yes.
They just
No!
killed that fake woman.
Oh, and they left her to die.
She was so fake, man. She was
What
just
a
full of
world.
lies. Just led me on. So two-faced. Whoa.
Oh,
Then
good.
what is our story?
Meta.
So they spent like
Oh,
9/10 of their
this-
budget on that first bit, so now they're gonna have to do this on like $1.50.
Yeah, fuck it, lol. They just fancied.
Oh, this one's about legal highs.
They just fancied a working holiday, basically, in Mexico.
Basically, yeah. Although, make
They
no
got so many
mistake,
drugs
all of
there.
that they brought back was actually the drugs that they brought back to enjoy, so they could make this properly.
Drugs, drinking, dick.
And natural foods. Oh no.
A musical.
Reefer Madness the musical.
Ah, sold.
Music, and this is pretty
They're
funkotastic as well.
really making these drugs look quite delicious.
Water is also a drug.
Really?
All people, Dan.
All
Oh, that-
people.
All people.
I like to sniff erasers.
Have you got any good medication at the minute? Anything I can trade you?
I do have some Reese's Pieces.
Ooh. I've got a bag of Reese's Pieces myself. I have some cetirizine. That's an antihistamine. If anybody wants one of them.
Oh.
Won't do much.
I've got some drugs I stole from that little girl and a teddy bear. That's where the drugs are, by the way.
Oh, brilliant.
Got carrying on with the drug
Excellent.
smuggling theme.
Coca-Cola, the greatest drug.
Capitalism, the best drug.
That sparkly outfit is also a drug. Or more like what's in it.
I'll say it's very addictive.
Dun, dun, dun,
Being out of
dun,
focus is also a drug.
dun.
So driving a student, or having a student driver drive while drunk. Yeah, that's interesting.
Perfect.
I remember when Limp Bizkit did a cover of the Mission Impossible theme. I think this is what inspired them.
I can imagine so.
Oh, great. We're in Lucio Fulci's The Beyond.
Yes. I see my house from here.
Nice.
What's a chevron stand?
I could never eat a whole chevron.
Yeah, I don't blame you. They are quite filling.
They are is the problem.
Mm.
You know, I used to get a box for the wife every Valentine's Day, and they said every Halloween.
Every Hallowtine's Day.
Yeah. We'd put the jack-o'-lantern out, split a box of chevrons between us. Life was good. Triv, what's a chevron?
It's an animal, right?
This guy's clearly... I just thought it was a fancy shape.
I like fancy shapes. Couldn't eat a whole one.
Yeah. This is also a fancy shape.
Wow. I'm happy with any skeleton that does jazz hands.
His jacket is a drug.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I am into this scene.
Pop art-tastic.
Oh wow, it's Eugene Levy.
Oh my god, it is. So the guy in the booth back there is also a mannequin.
Hello, I'm Dr. Herb. I'm Dr. Herbert Herbertson Herb. I'm a chunk of bad drugs.
Dr. Aaron A. Anderson.
For the purpose of this experiment, we have placed a test subject inside a small room. We will shortly be releasing a cyanide capsule. He is not aware of this. As the cyanide capsule slowly seeps into the room, he will bang on the telegraph machine, informing the police of his imminent demise. Whether the police will get to him on time is a different story.
Welcome to Saw 27.
I think death can be a beautiful thing. The beauty of life, leaving his soul, leaving his eyes. Beautiful.
We arrive from dust, and we shall leave to dust as well.
Watching other people die makes my hair stand on end.
I swear he was in They Might Be Giants at some point. I swear it.
How dare you talk over me, Mr. Voiceover Man? Your time is coming.
I am Cypher. I am the Lord, the bringer of death, destroyer of worlds.
There's pandemonium everywhere. Cats and dogs living together.
Yes, but where can we get these prescription drugs?
At a prescription place.
Ace. Right. Ben, load up the car. I've had a drink, so I can't drive.
25-mile-per-hour tablets.
I know that.
Wow.
That sounds amazing.
Rudolph.
Ooh, prescription specialists.
That's
oh,
what
hey, we shouldn't be operating machinery while drinking. You guys aren't trying to operate any machinery,
What?
are you?
I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I was operating this machine while drinking. What were you saying?
Ah, right. Well, I'm wondering what qualifies as machinery.
Drugs make you cross out words in books. Haphazardly.
and highlight other words for some reason.
You will never finish one novel ever again.
I was going to say, warning, side effects of taking drugs means you may end up looking like David Carradine.
This is a recreation of actual events as told by a drunk person.
As told by my mate Darren. Down the pub.
Down the pub.
My brakes were out. I had no control. It was terrible. I was driving my Ford Mustang because, I drive a Mustang. I also had a gorgeous woman next to me, and she was whacking me off while we were driving. I came all over her face. It was beautiful.
How was he doing that whilst driving?
Carefully.
Thanks to drink, driving, drugs, deadly, disease, dastardly.
That train literally came out of nowhere. Like, it must be like the fastest train ever.
There weren't even any tracks on the ground. That's the scary thing.
Yes.
It's a ghost train.
I don't know any man that age at that point in time that would be driving a Mustang.
This train
No.
is coming like a ghost train. Oh, the
See, they don't trust women to drive, That's why they put her in a car and they put her on acid so she thinks she's driving.
Of course not.
If we let the man nearly get hit by a train, but a woman, we have to put her under laboratory conditions. We don't know what might happen.
She might drive into a train. Dr. Slade Sladerson. Research psychologist, BSc,
wow, it's so
FBI.
realistic.
We gave this woman 400 doses of acid. Now watch as she slowly gets out of her car at 30 miles an hour.
How will she relate, or how will she react to the 400 tabs of acid differently than the monkey?
Well, the monkey unfortunately can't drive.
She thinks she's on the road, but we've used VR technology.
Are you saying that the monkey can't drive because he can't reach the pedals?
Yes, he only has very little legs.
Monkey could drive a car.
Being capuchin does make a difference there.
A monkey could drive a car.
You could probably train a monkey to drive a car.
Okay, Ben, we have a wager.
How about a dolphin? Can you train a dolphin to drive a car?
Sure, dolphins can do anything.
Yeah, you just have to fill it with water.
Animals.
You just let one of the windows down, fill it up with water, put the dolphin in, be fine.
Oh yeah.
Well, totally. Dolphins can talk, so you can drive cars.
Dolphins.
They can. They get.
You know, I'm not anti-dolphin, but I'm just here to say they're the scourge of the message boards. The amount of anti-dolphin rhetoric I get from these pro-dolphin people.
Oh, that's too bad.
Those dolphies. That's the racist name for dolphins. Look at don't let him in your bar. He's a dolphy. He's a dolph. He's a dolph
coming in over here asking for.
He's a dolph lungren.
You know, just
come in here and ask for some fish.
Yeah, just by saying that though, YouTube is gonna demonetize Dan's entire channel because it's such a derogatory term.
Yeah, I mean that would be quite fishy of them to do that.
It would be Dan's fin-ish. Jaws saying.
It would be my dolphinale.
Finish. They really
what? If I had this music following me around, I'd be bored as hell too while driving.
They really fucking got their mileage out of this Mission Impossible music.
It's been playing for 16 minutes.
They just have to drive it in reverse, going the same route, and they'll be good. The odometer will go back down to 0. Gas for you, food for the car.
We dropped acid and drove a loop for 16 hours. Driving experiment 961.
So driving experience 961 is just a caravan?
Unfortunately, the other 960 driving experiments ended in fatalities, so...
This is a Mike and Ike. It's a placebo.
Who's this Mike? Is he a drug pusher?
We gave this man 3 Viagra. We just wanted to see what would happen.
He ended up driving with his dick.
It became sentient. You ever seen the film Brain Damage? Yeah, basically that happened.
Yeah, exactly. It's the greatest film ever. You see, the car in the experiment wants to go faster, but the jackass in front of him's going too slow.
Yes. It's because she's a learner driver. We've got to be careful. Everybody has to learn sometime.
Yeah. You know, she's just distracted by the guy with the Hawaiian shirt in the back seat.
I thought you would swear for a second you were going to say she was distracted by the guy who'd taken 3 Viagra.
Well, that too.
Very angry driver.
As drivers in general tend to be.
Yeah, that's true. And all of a sudden the car bursts into flames for no discernible reason.
The drugs had nothing to do with it. The car just erupted into a ball of flames.
Exactly. Spontaneously combusted.
They all got tinnitus from his fucking shirt.
It does come to something when the print is so washed out that his shirt still looks really vibrant.
That's when they said
that thing must have been glowing.
That's the only 4K bit of it all. Everything else is just normal.
We painstakingly restored every frame of his shirt.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody else, nah. He's like, shit, we lost another one. All right, we'll toss her out of the car.
It never gets any easier.
That's Graham Garden there from the Goodies.
His erection lasted 16 hours and they didn't take him to the doctor, and his willy spontaneously combusted too.
It ended up looking like a Cheeto by the end of things.
D-I-S.
And these poor schmucks weren't paid for their efforts, which, they were supposed to be.
A-S-T-E-R. Is 5.
Wait a minute. That's not how
1
math
plus
works.
1 equals drink?
2 plus 2 equals 5, Dan. We've always been at war with Eurasia.
2 plus 2 equals drink, apparently. I'm going to go to the bar.
2 plus 2 equals
this guy,
fun.
he's a medical... Ooh, we're getting a recreation of actual case history again. I love these.
Oh, nice.
What was she wearing? That specific stupid-ass hat.
I love that hat. She never takes it off either.
Yeah. Now, do you like the fake eyelashes?
Oh.
A nice touch.
Yes.
Oh, give me some acid.
She actually keeps a small nest of birds in there.
Why is her partner there, like, wearing a sleep cap?
Because she's just woke up from night.
That's where she's got all the
okay.
drugs hidden. This is still part of the drug smuggling bit. It's all in that fucking hat.
I could see that.
Well,
Because
Just
she
that
died.
stupid.
she dead, that's why. She died for the bus, it was really bad.
Oh god, she
She
killed
killed
a
the
small,
girls.
bald white person.
She killed a she killed a bench.
That bench was just like a bench to me.
She knocked the bench right off its hind legs, and she hit a trolley too. Oh, the humanity!
When did you turn into
now
Gordy
we're-
from Freddy Got Fingered?
I was gonna say, this is just disaster porn.
The blood, it oozed. It was beautiful. I took
I
pictures.
did a sketch. Look at my drawings.
pictures.
Look at my drawings.
I took pictures of all. I took pictures of everything. Everything.
I managed
Everything.
to save her hat,
Everything.
even though I didn't manage to save her.
He's hoping for an echo effect, but it's not coming off. Everything. 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 Everything.
See, now, how did they know what she did before she got in that accident, though, if she died?
We know all.
Have you ever heard about Ernest Hemingway?
True, very true.
For sale, baby shoes, always worn.
Okay, so if you learn nothing else from this, don't wear flower hats out while driving.
I mean, so far, all this has really taught me is that I really, really need to get on some drugs, because this looks like a really good time.
Yeah,
Just don't
totally.
drive. That's the only thing I've learned.
Don't even take a paracetamol. If you got a headache, just fucking live with it.
Exactly. Use a mallet on your head to make the headache worse. That way you know what to expect.
But be careful, because if you don't react well enough, a train will fucking kill you.
Exactly. No matter where you are.
It's coming like a ghost train.
Okay, so she's doing the drugs, the booze, and the cigarettes. Oh, Dr. Dexter Weed. That's awesome.
Get me Dr. Weed, I have a drugs query.
Paging Dr. LSD. Okay, so is he really tall or is she really short?
Is he friends with Dr. Green Thumb?
It's one of those optical illusions. If you actually put them perfectly together, they're actually exactly the same height.
Dr. Weed, Dr. Weed, calling Dr. Weed,
Okay,
Dr. Weed, Dr. Weed, get up now, wake up now.
Couldn't do that in the pandemic.
Happy-a-you, happy-a-you.
I can't say I'd want to do that either, regardless.
I really like her outfit.
Not so keen on the makeup, but yeah, the outfit's pretty sharp. Those aren't really highly feminized. They're just highly ugly.
He spat that out with such disgust. Highly feminized slacks.
Yeah. Well, in that guy's mind, he should be that the person should only be wearing skirts that go down past her ankles.
It's the way of the future. We have to keep the bloodline pure. I love this guy.
Really?
I wish I could express myself through my hair.
Is this a real life version of that Harry Enfield sketch? Women, know your limits.
See, this goes to show you that men can't wear toupees, though.
No, unfortunately. I mean, we've just come off watching Never Say Never Again, which featured the most blatant use of a toupee ever recorded in film history. So
Never say never again. That's the song.
Oh, wow, you remember that theme tune?
Never watch this film again. That's how the song goes.
If you take drugs, it will lead to fighting.
Yeah. I was gonna say these are the guys that want to like do different things with their hair versus the guys that don't want to do different things with their hair.
It's the West Side Story sequel we never knew we needed.
Exactly. It's the imitation Jets versus the imitation Sharks.
The song gets tweaked slightly to coming to live in a hair ricker.
That poor girl will never be able to show her face in public again.
Oh man, she got caught in a freeze frame. Tough gig.
Yeah. And zoomed in on freeze frame, no doubt. Or
not a crash zoom. She may never recover from that.
I know. And they didn't reimburse her or anything for her pain and suffering.
Shocking.
It's terrible. It's absolutely atrocious.
Mm.
No seatbelts.
This is why we need to repeal the bill. I don't know what bill, but we got to repeal something.
We need to march on it right now, even if we don't know what it is.
Ben, get your famous placard writing abilities in. We need 3 placards written up to repeal something.
Those are just a few of the cool, groovy, the cool.
The fact that he has to refer to them as cool or groovy means that they aren't very cool or groovy.
No. You may think drugs are cool, but you know what is cool? Reading.
You know what else is cool? Jesus.
You know what else is cool? The delicatessen counter.
Oh, yeah.
Next time you want to join, just get a bologna. It's what to like.
Roll it up and fill it with oregano.
We've then suddenly started a new teen craze of people smoking rolls of ham with like oregano poured inside them.
Hey, you know what? You can get some awesome smoked ham and you don't have to worry about it doing it any further.
Nice.
They're getting the fear.
She looks like she's having a really good time. I kind of want in on this.
Yeah. So is she freaking out over the moon, or what is she freaking out over? I'm really confused.
She just figured out the
somebody played a Led Zeppelin album.
She just figured out the moon's made of cheese and it's fucking her up.
Oh. I think it probably depends on the person whether it's insight or insanity. I mean, the front of this building is insane to me.
It's that guy again.
Hello, it's
Why
me.
does he keep showing up?
Surprise.
If you look as well, he's in the background there talking to that woman.
You can't escape me. I'm omniscient.
Here's the question
I
I
am
have.
everyone and no one, baby.
Here's the question I have. Why is it that like a brunette scientist, in this thing talking about kids, it's in every single one. Why is that? Is he the only one that can get to ratify their decisions? Honestly.
We just got that one woman who changed her mind. Have you seen this man?
Why is he holding a whole bunch of Buckeyes?
I thought it was grapes.
Very possibly. Buckeyes are more tasty.
This was one of the rejected clones of the other scientist. Didn't quite get the ears right.
Maybe that's the real tragedy of LSD, is that it keeps creating scientists that are thinking like they speak too much and they believe themselves to be well versed in the ways of LSD.
For a second, I thought you were going down the route of almost like an extro type scenario where when somebody does acid, one of these scientists just erupts from them and goes to join an anti-drugs group.
See, and that's so much better than what I had. I should just cut out my bit and just go with yours, because that was I can't top that.
No.
I was gonna say you could say that one accepts a thing and then another one grows like from him.
And then they just sort of start, like, diversifying one after another. They just multiply. You don't see them anymore. That was because they got rid of them all in the 80s when they realised it was becoming a bit of a systemic problem.
Yeah. It actually became worse than the drug problem.
Mm.
The war on drugs became the war on LSD scientist clones.
Have you seen this man? You may have noticed him in your home, in your kitchen, or driving your car. Stop. He may try to dissuade you from taking illegal substances. Just say no.
In a very long-winded way.
It's like the Tingler. If you scream at him, he disappears.
Oh God, it's happening there too. She's turning into a version of herself.
Oh God. Quick, check to see what position your position is in.
Did we lose Ben?
Whoa.
I don't know, did we?
Those kids went in the fridge. Is that what?
They're dead now.
Is that what happens when
Lead-lined.
Is that what happens when you take acid?
Yes, you become Indiana Jones in Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Oh Jesus!
Ah, damn. So this little kid took LSD and she thinks that she can fly.
Well, why don't you take off from the ground?
What do they call guys with big ears? Is it jug ears?
Dan's.
Well endowed, I think it was.
Ah. There's a flame. I'm gonna kiss it. Really?
Oh, it looks just like a flower.
Are you sure that that's what... That's not... How did you see a flower in the... Okay.
Isn't that a Dragon Force song, Through the Flowers of the Flame?
Probably.
For the flowers and the flame.
For
For the flowers and the flame. I think that's what they call it, yeah.
Yes. Oh, great, this guy's making meth. Mainly urine.
It just looks like powdered sugar.
Just put some on a donut and have a good time.
Oh, yeah. I do enjoy water on my sugar cubes.
Mmm. Helps keep a nice, cool, refreshing taste to a nice, sweet brick.
Oh, yeah.
Such nonsense. Fuck them.
Yes. Fuck them
You
hard.
See, if you take LSD, you'll see that man.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
He's the meaning of life.
They'll send... What, they're going to send 60s Mike Love to your house? That would be a terrible trip. Just rocks up and wants to play Kokomo all hours of the day and night.
Hey, what's wrong with that?
Well, I don't have a problem with Kokomo particularly. It's just once you get to the 18th play of it, and he gets very upset if you tell him to play some of the other hits.
I don't have a problem with Kokomo apart from the fact that it's shit.
Shots fired. Right, okay, let's not get into a song war here. We're all friends. I'm sure music is a subjective field. Can we all please agree that Brian Wilson's rap Smart Girls is a bad song?
I bet that guy loves Mike Love-era Beach Boys. I bet that's his jam.
Oh, wow, it's Jack Nicholson.
It's gonna be a summer of love. Hey now, it's a love thing.
Oh, Rubber Soul. I like the sound of bells.
Wonder what's in his LP collection there in the background.
He had Rubber Soul.
Oh.
None of them were applicable to taking LSD. We don't know why we did it.
We did it for a buzz.
My hair is just a helmet.
For a pure buzz, mate.
I think you'll find the results speak for themselves. That's right, there aren't any.
The one thing that the study showed us is that I am a sexy bastard and I deserve all the women.
He does have a magnificent mane.
He does, very much. Makes me think it's not quite real.
Yes. Let's give it a tug.
I'm not going near him. You go ahead.
He smells like Old Spice.
Anyone with hair like that generally does smell like Old Spice. She's just reading off cue cards.
LSD is...
I got a rock.
Is bad! Exclamation mark.
It's good to see Paul Rudd in an early role.
Yeah. He looks the same now as he did then.
I bet he's stuck on...
My hand on this desk means business.
Why has he got pictures of my mum and dad fighting in the background?
He was ahead of his time. He's actually a Time Lord. That's Matt Smith after 800 years.
They just all look like bats to me. Maybe that says something about me, I don't know. Like, if I did one of those things, it would be like, bat, bat, bat. What's this one? Bat. This one? That's a bat.
I think it means you're supposed to become Batman.
What about this one?
There you go.
Does this remind you of anything? Bat. Does this remind you of anything? It's bats. They're all bats.
See, I can't trust his credibility because he's wearing a cord around his wrist instead of a watch.
I should really have kept a record of his name. I'd be interested to see what happened to him.
Oh, you could go back and watch this again if you absolutely positively wanted to.
LSD overdose. Ironically.
No, I'd rather not bother.
Probably, yeah.
Turns out he renounced everything a year later and he's like now the head of Scientology or something.
He's Tom Cruise's keeper.
No, demons! Demons drink the Mountain Dew! We've got to stop him! We've got to stop him now!
This man in a white coat, everywhere I looked he was there. I closed my eyes, he was there.
One pill makes you larger.
I closed my eyes, he was there.
It's Mr. Bean.
Everywhere I saw. So LSD is just really...
Mario's last name is Mario and Luigi's last name is Mario too!
When you take all my name and you rearrange all the letters, you get Coca-Cola. What is Coca-Cola? Well, if you paint it out into a shape, you get the pentagram. The pentagram is the Satan of the devil. The devil, you see, he's going to take us for drinking the Coca-Cola. We've got to stop him.
All these squares make a circle. All these squares make a circle.
New Coke is just old Coke rearranged.
Reference there for all you 2000s kids.
People say ATM machine, but really ATM machine is automatic teller machine.
My God, she's completely gone.
Have you seen Sting's hair? It's so weird. It's like got this blonde bit at the top and then it's spiky at the back. It doesn't make sense. Why doesn't Sting do his hair properly?
That first step is a Lulu.
My God, it's taking him a while to fall.
Well, LSD does slow down time.
A second feels like a month.
Can we just gif that scream?
Whoa.
Just that crash zoom scream. Can we just
They should have
loop that, gif it, put it on You're the Man Now, dog, sort
They
of.
should have
I
ended
think
it.
that would be awesome.
They should have ended it right on that scream. That would have been such a disturbing way to finish it. No credits or anything.
But we need to stick around. We need to stick around so we can see the makeup of LSD so we can replicate it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
We can make your own LSD at home, kids.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's one for you chemistry fans out there. Break out your beakers because it's going to be a long night.
I want a home LSD trip for Christmas.
You're getting slacks.
No.
Need flour, water, tango,
How about a homemade meth kit?
milk.
Little Timmy runs down Christmas morning, opens up his present. It's a grow your own weed farm, and he's like, "Oh man."
Hello, it's me again. Did you miss me? Good.
You know, I always talk about LSD, but I never get to talk about LS me.
Oh, man.
He didn't pop up
tell
in
you,
the
the-
Alice one. That was quite sad. I missed him there.
Yeah, no doubt. Maybe he was actually the Cheshire Cat.
I was just thinking that.
I could see it.
Hello, Alice. It's me. How you doing? So,
Have you considered taking any of these drugs? Good, don't.
LSD is like me, unpredictable.
Did he
cool, I want one of those rotary things.
Did he finance this release of all these
That's
films?
HIPAA violations right there if he's showing off all the people's information.
That's no wonder he probably didn't turn up after 1972. He had his license revoked.
Oh. This is a bit of a PSA cliche, isn't it? This metaphor, the Russian roulette.
Even though you know it's probably safe, why take the risk?
Exactly.
Because it's a laugh, mate. Have you not seen The Deer Hunter? It's buzzing.
Oh God, you just reminded me. We had an advert over here in the UK in the 90s and 2000s where they recreated the scene of the Deer Hunter. I know which one you mean. But they did it with a chocolate brand called Revels, which is basically like they're like, what's the best way to describe them? They're like M&Ms but without the candy shell.
Oh, like Smarties.
Like they have, yeah, but they've got a variety. So you have coffee, toffee, peanut, like a fudge,
muffy.
Yeah. And they recreated it, but the idea was they'd pull a Revel out of the bag, try it, guess what it was, and if they got it right, they lived.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I remember that advert.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Oh dear God.
Hey, they've got the coming attractions sign up. That's good.
All right. This makes me just want to go to a disco and do LSD, really. Ah, Roy Norman. What a man.
Good old Roy.
Oh, yeah.
No longer with us, sadly. Horrific accident, that.
Lead singer of Stains.
Other than the physicians, all others were actors.
Film is over. And that's us. That's our first part.
We've
done and dusted.
Dan needs to come down now from his trip.
Yeah, I've had a wild time.
He's getting the fear.
I've eaten all the drugs. Name a drug I've eaten it.
Revels.
Reese's Pieces.
I've drugged them and I've eaten them.
Viagra.
They're in. It's there now. My desk is currently at a 45-degree angle.
Hey, when we do the second one of these, we should actually find the white coat man if he's still alive and just get him to join us. That'd be interesting.
I'm gonna go off and do some research, and I'm gonna see what happened to this white coat man because I genuinely want to get him back
that's what
in.
You find him, and he's still like he looks exactly the same as he did in the '60s. Nothing's changed.
Well, we already know he's basically a robot or a clone or something along those lines.
And every time, and as well, every time you look at him, he is like all flickery and grainy. Like he's unaffected by the real world.
They keep them all in a warehouse. It's like that bit in Alien Resurrection where Ripley finds all of her clones in test tubes, but they're all slightly deformed. They've just got various scientists in various kind of stages of development.
You better watch out for the xenomorph. The xenomorph is bad because if you take the xenomorph and you freak out and you see colours and blah, blah, blah.
They've got one that's really pro-drugs, but he's exactly the same in terms of blandness. He's like, and the benefits of taking LSD are incredible. Have you seen what it does when you treat people with depression? It's incredible. I've never seen anything like it. And he gets into an argument with his clone who disagrees, and then they just fight for eternity. But it's all very verbal and bland.
The end of the universe comes around in about 1 billion years, and they're still sitting in the exact same spot. Like totally post-apocalyptic. It's sandy and nasty, and it's all red and stuff, and yeah.
Nuclear war. Only 2 things will survive: cockroaches and Dr. Tommy T. Thompson, or whatever he was called.
Hello, my name is Dr. Tommy T. Thompson. You may remember me from all those acid films I did 50 years ago. I'm here today on the Comedy Dining Experience to talk to you about a greater power. That's right.
Me.
Have you ever considered joining the Church of Scientology? I'm in it. It's really good.
I thought you were going to say, I'm here to talk about a greater power. Me.
I'm greater than any high you will ever know, and better than any low you will ever experience.
He's just become...
By merely touching my white coat.
He's become like a...
will make you one
He's
of
become
me.
like David Koresh. He's just got his compound somewhere. His cult.
Oh, God.
They've got a load of people who cosplay as him, and that's their religious outfit.
They had to maintain the exact same weight, height, like hair color, all of it.
Yes. It's very specific. If you're heavier than me, then you could overthrow me. We can't have that in this cult. If you're underweight, you might struggle to live beyond the first sort of few seasons with us, and that was no good.
I'll take you on, bitch.
I am the light and the love, and you will learn to worship me as if I was your human master.
Come on.
Which I will be.
Come on, fucko, let's go at it.
I will take you and your entire family.
Think you could go 3 rounds of Tommy T. Thompson Tommy?
I'll beat you in Trivial Pursuit or any variation of drug trivia you care to offer. I know it all.
I'll
bitch.
rip out your eyes and piss on your brain.
Talk about a contact high, you ain't danced with me yet.
I am the red and the blue acid, bitches. Triple T is here to stay.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, if you wish to join the cult of Tommy T. Timpson, Professor Tommy T. Timpson, all checks are mailable to Trivial Theatre, the N Space, just past Oregon, left turn at Albuquerque.
Yes.
I'm sure that you can provide a PO box for us to drop in the description. Triv, thank you so much for joining us today on this trip. It's been great having you around as always.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.
On this trip, I like drugs.
And for the viewers at home, where on earth will they find you?
Well, you can find me at Trivial Theater on YouTube. That's theater with an ER, not an RE, because when I was coming up with the name, I was not on LSD, so I screwed all that up, especially for my British counterparts.
Why weren't you on LSD?
You can also... Not presently. I gotta go restock my stash. But you can also find me on Twitter at trivia_chick.
Fantastic stuff, and I highly recommend that you go and check Triv out, as she's got some really great stuff coming up, and she's got some really great stuff currently out there, so be sure to go and check it out. So with that, thank you so much for joining us on this first half of the Comedy Dining Experience Drug Stories Volume 1. We'll be back later in the year with a Part 2, and from all of us here, we just want to say thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Ben, lead us out.
All is dead. Miss him, 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 miss him.